Hello there, my name is Peter Thompson, and in this DVD I'm going to discuss the ball position. Where should the ball be positioned? Everyone has a different opinion about where the ball should be. I will give you my opinion. Two of the best golfers who've ever lived have been Jack Nicklaus and Ben Hogan, and they played every shot, yes, every shot, from a driver through to a pitching wedge from the same place, and that was about 2 inches inside the left heel. This white post on the ground is just over 2 inches across, so they will play every ball from the same place. That surprises a lot of people. I don't really have an opinion on that being right or wrong, but their records suggest that it's a very, very good way of doing it. The reason why they did that is to try and simplify a very, very complicated game. If you play golf a lot or you're just starting, you'll have found out that it is a very, very hard game, and it can be made even more complicated by trying to have a different ball position for 13 different golf clubs. Some people I teach, when I taught them initially in their first lesson about ball positions, they do try and have a different ball position for 13 different golf clubs, normally starting with the driver off the left heel, sometimes going down to the wedges off the right heel. Imagine trying to work out 13 different ball positions. It's a complete minefield, and it's nearly always disastrous. Some people have 13 different ball positions, and then they also try and have 13 different swings for all the golf clubs. And guess what? Those people tend to not play golf very well. So the ball position is important, and I think it is important that it's played in the same place for all the different golf clubs. It just makes it simpler. The clubs are all different, the swings are all the same with the different golf clubs, so with a combination of having the same swing from a driver through to a pitching wedge and having different golf clubs, then you will produce different golf shots. Different clubs, same swing, one ball position. This is a 6-iron, and the post is up as my left heel, and again it's just over 2 inches across, and that's where the ball will be positioned for a 6-iron. If I then change the 6-iron to a driver, so ball in the same place. Now, because it is a driver, my feet will be further apart. Further apart simply because there's more speed with the driver, because the shaft is longer and the head is lighter. This is the lightest club, by the way. Many people think that the driver is the heaviest club because it's the biggest head and the longest shaft. It is in fact the lightest club. So the lighter, longer, more speed, best to have a wider stance so you then have better balance throughout the swing. So, wider stance with the driver and a 6-iron. If I now go down to a sand wedge, same ball position, I will stand closer because the club is shorter, and as you can see it's exactly the same. Same stance, same ball position, different clubs, longer shafts, wider, shorter shafts, narrower, and that would tend to happen anyway. Most people instinctively, if the ball is going to go further because of the longer shaft, will have a wider stance. So the same ball position. If for whatever reason you change the ball position, what should happen? This is a sand wedge, maybe 56 degrees of loft. In that position with the shaft more or less vertical, maybe leaning a fraction to the left, the loft angle is about 56 degrees. If I then go and play the ball off my right heel, off the back heel, the loft angle now has been reduced by maybe as many as 20 or 30 degrees. Let's say just 20. So now the 56 degrees has gone down to 20 degrees off that, 36 degrees. The ball will now go too low. Playing the ball back to hit the ball down does not make the ball go higher, it makes the ball go lower. So have the ball inside the left heel, maybe a couple of inches, and then the loft angle will be correct at address and when the golf ball is hit. So same ball position, let the loft angle do its job. If you play the ball too far back, the loft angle decreases, your weight will tend to go onto your left leg as well, not a good thing. Best to have the weight in the middle for most shots. If the ball position is too far forward, then your weight will tend to go onto your right leg. So with one ball position, we can then have your weight in the middle all of the time, so you then start to build in consistencies. One ball position, believe me, is far simpler than having 13 ball positions or even 3 ball positions. One ball position, let the club do the job. Another interesting point is this. This is a 6-iron again, and the ball is positioned inside the heel, maybe a couple of inches. There's my normal stance. I may well want to play a much shorter shot, maybe 20 or 30 yards with this golf club, so the ball just jumps forward and rolls. So what I would do then is I'd stand closer to the golf ball. Now this is the important point. My right foot would then come in closer. So you could now say, if you wished, that the golf ball is in the middle of the stance. But watch again. There's the ball. I move closer to the ball, bring my right foot in, narrow stance, so the club can come up a little bit sooner for the shorter shot, which is a good thing, and the ball position has stayed the same. Wide stance, ball in the same place, narrow the stance. You could now say the ball is in the middle or even towards the right heel, but the ball position hasn't moved. Golf is very complicated. I know I've been playing golf for a long time, and I've taught it for a long time, and it is the hardest game in the world. To make it harder, change the ball position around, change your swing for different golf clubs. To make it easier, one ball position for all the different golf clubs just simplifies it just a little bit. Jack Nicklaus, Ben Hogan made a very complicated game easier by having a constant ball position. Thank you for listening.